Eddie Munson is a neurodivergent coded character, specifically ADHD. And as someone with ADHD, I will give you some evidence. Number 1, he doesn't do well in school. Many people with ADHD struggle with school because it's most likely not going to entertain your brain for the 8 hours you're there. We tend to struggle keeping our focus on things that we don't really care for or don't have the focus for. Evidence of this can be shown in the scene where Eddie is talking about Army crawling towards AD and Mrs. O'Donnell's and how he needs to pass her final to finally be able to graduate. Him having to retake his senior year a total of 3 times can also be an indicator that he had these troubles in school. Number 2, hyperfixations. Hyperfixations can be a piece of media, a hobby, a character, etc. that you are completely immersed in or obsessed with. Eddie's hyperfixations are shown to be D&D, metal music, and playing the guitar. He started playing guitar in middle school when he started his band, Corroded Coffin. His character is seen expertly playing Master of the Puppets by Metallica, in the scene where he's trying to lure the demo, Bats, in the Upside Down. Considering that the song was released in March 1986, the same month and year season 4 of Stranger Things is set in, that means that he learned this intricate 8-minute song in less than a month. Similar to this song, D&D is a pretty intricate game. Considering this and the expertise that he exudes with his storytelling while doing his Cult of Vecna campaign, it can be concluded that he has played this game for years. The same can also be said for his love of metal music, given that he has some pins and patches of bands like Wasp and Motorhead on his battle jacket, as well as quite a few Judas Priest posters in his bedroom. Number 3, disorganization. Disorganization not only comes in the form of your environment being disorganized. It can also take the form of losing track of belongings, getting off track when talking, or having trouble recalling information on the spot. One occasion where this symptom is outwardly shown in his character is when Eddie invites Chrissy Cunningham over to his trailer to give her some hardcore drugs. His place is a mess and it's revealed that he misplaced the ketamine when he tries to find it. It's also seen in some of the pictures of Eddie's room that the showrunners leaked. There are things cluttered on his dresser and his desk as well as on his nightstand. Number 4, emotional dysregulation. Eddie has trouble managing his emotions, which is closely tied to RSD, or rejection sensitivity, dysphoria. This can be seen in Eddie's first scene, in the lunchroom where Mike and Dustin told him that Lucas wasn't going to be able to do their campaign because it interfered with his basketball game. They suggested postponing, but Eddie didn't react well to the news. He went on a heated tangent about how they don't postpone D&D, even pelting them with his food and telling them to look for subs in an aggressive manner. Poor impulse control mixed with poor emotional control and the rejection he may have felt from Lucas not going through with the campaign may be the reason why Eddie reacted in such a strong way in this scene. Number 5, stimming. Stimming is repetitive self-stimulating behavior, using either one of your 5 senses to soothe yourself or to express emotions. In general, everyone stims, but neurodivergent people stim more frequently than neurotypicals. This may be due to the symptoms surrounding these neurodiversities. Eddie is seen stimming throughout season 4, playing with his rings and his hair, rocking back and forth when he's heard some good news. Even smoking can be a form of stimming since it can be a repetitive thing to calm one's nerves, as shown in the scene where Eddie's grabbing a cigarette from his pack in the boat when they're about to enter the Upside Down. Number 6, memory problem. People with ADHD often forget important things, but it's not because it isn't a priority in their lives. It's because their brains process information differently from a neurotypical person. Eddie is seen having a sporadic memory throughout the series. He remembers little unimportant things like how far his house is from the Wheelers and what shirt Dustin was wearing on his first day of high school, but he didn't remember where he left his drugs when he was about to sell them to Chrissy Cunningham. Number 7, hyperactivity. Eddie is seen as a hyperactive character, very energetic and theatrical, and always moving around, monologuing on the table with Chrissy in the woods. And in his D&D campaign,